Finding a mentor is really important. If you're starting out your career in tech sales, this is going to be such a valuable asset to you starting off with. Hi, today I'm going to share my top tips on how to get into tech sales. My name is Charlotte Mastantuono. I'm an enterprise account executive here at Cockroach Labs. I've been selling data technology for the past 6 years and have a proven track record of selling multi-million-dollar strategic deals to large, well-known enterprise companies. These are my essential top tips that I learned from my mentors when I was starting out and what I've learned on my path to becoming one of the top enterprise account executives here at Cockroach Labs. Tip number 1, start your career as a sales development representative. This is a fantastic role if you're graduating from college and want to get into the tech world. This is also a great opportunity if you are looking to move from a different industry over to tech sales. This is really going to teach you the foundation of what it takes to be a successful sales executive in the future. You're also going to really engage with the people who are really interested in our solution and understanding if we are a good fit for them. This is all about building a pipeline of quality leads to pass on to the revenue organization. Typically, you are that first point of contact in the sales cycle. This is a great role to get started if you're looking to get into sales at a tech company. I would check out Cockroach Labs' careers page to see if we are currently hiring for sales development representatives. Tip number 2, find a mentor. How do you go and get a mentor? Well, that's a great question. I suggest that when you start your career as a sales development representative at that particular company, I would look at the people who are really inspiring to you or a position where you see yourself being one day. This could be your CRO, it could be the VP of sales, it could be the top account executives that's closing the most deals. Reach out to them and see if they'd be open to having a coffee once a month, or if they'd be interested in a Zoom meeting if you're remote, and really getting that time to ask pointed questions like, what do you wish you knew before you joined this company? What do you wish you knew as you joined? What would have been helpful to know? Or what books should I read? What tools should I be using? What are you seeing from the reps that are being most successful? What are they doing that maybe others aren't doing? These are really great questions that I would ask your mentor, especially on that first session you have with them. Tip number 3, make sure your LinkedIn is updated and ready to be seen. LinkedIn is a fantastic way to represent yourself to the professional world. I recommend that you have a profile photo that represents you the best way. This is going to be a photo that makes you approachable, you're going to be confident, smiling, happy, and you're going to be wearing a business type top as it's a headshot. This is really important, is how do you want to be seen and to attach the name to a face. I would also add a bio that is descriptive of you and really sells yourself, and it should be very specific to the job that you are applying for, and make sure that it's all up to date and nice and clean for someone to review. The other way that I love to use LinkedIn, especially now on a professional side of things, is really to gain and speak to people that I'm looking to build meetings with. It's a great way to make sure that there is a personal touch there and people feel like they're connecting with a real person. The other thing I would say about LinkedIn is that if you are looking for a job and you found the job you want to apply for, it really doesn't hurt to reach out to the hiring manager or the recruiter at that company and drop them an email and a connect. That is my secret top tip that I would add to that. That's really going to make you stand out from the crowd, because you're going to reach out directly to that person to make sure you can get noticed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but honestly, the more you try, the best. So I really hope that this top tips video was helpful today, and I really hope that you have great success within your career and get started in tech sales. It's a very great career, so I'm excited for you. On this final note, I would say that persistency is important. Every salesperson, honestly, if they're persistent, and not in a pushy way, but being persistent about what they want and trying to drive to the next steps in a thoughtful way, is going to be a very successful rep. Wishing you good luck. I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Bye.